What's good, family? I hope everybody is in good spirits. So, I'm sitting here watching The Breakfast Club, and they interviewing Representative Jasmine Crockett, young politician from Texas. She's a Democrat, and she got all the Democratic platform all lined up, all the talking points. She hitting them all. They ain't really asking her any tough questions about what has exactly has she done. Well, so far they haven't asked her what has she done for the black people that put her in office. I mean, directly for them, because right now she's pushing the Joe Biden party line. But the thing with me is, she is in her 30s, and these 30-something-year-olds coming into politics, especially the black ones, are the ones that really need to be changing the narrative. You dig what I'm saying? Um, she is in her 30s. She is in Congress already. No, I think she's in her early 40s, but she's still really young, just getting into politics. She got, a standard Democratic Party line, but she on that militaryism bullshit. She on that Joe Biden is still the best candidate. She won't even say that Joe Biden is too old to run again. She ain't gonna say nothing like that. She 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 not radical enough. She act like she's scared to, push back against the established Democratic Party politics and policy. And I kind of understand it because she probably just got her seat and don't want to piss everybody off and lose it. But to me, sometimes it's going to take young politicians, young black politicians like that, or from her age group anyway, to really change the way black people are treated in this country. We need a black politician, a young popular black politician to come out and be unapologetically pro-black. We need one of them. We need a young black politician to get elected and be unapologetically pro-black and not so much on the side of one party or the other. Because nothing really changes in that two-party system, the way it's set up now and the way the politicians are now. Nothing ever changes. And when you get young politicians, you need a young politician that's got some balls. Now, you got the so-called squad up in Congress, and they call themselves really, progressive and to the left, way to the left. But ain't none of them really pro-black. They pro their own group. You'll hear AOC talk about the Hispanics. And you'll hear Rashida Tlaib talk about her people. And you'll hear Ilhan Omar talk about her people. But you won't hear the black politicians talk specifically about, you won't hear Raphael Warnock talk about black people. He'll talk about people of color and minorities. And they always hit you with that black and brown bullshit. They always hit you with that black and brown bullshit. Always got to throw that in there. And they can all, because when it come down to the money, like she was talking about, you can't give no money directly to black people. You have to give it to minorities, which is everybody except white men. You see how that works? So that keeps us as a permanent underclass, something that we ourselves have to fight to get out of and refuse to be labeled as. And we only seems to be the only way that we could do that is to take a hardline, steadfast approach to our own liberation. And everybody ain't going to get through because most people are defeated. Most black people are defeated. I really believe that. Most black people are really defeated. And the politicians all sound like her. The black politicians all sound like her. She, Jasmine Crockett, can go on a roll and get to talking, and all of the political science classes that she took, it just come out. They show them how to, I guess they take a class on filibustering because they could just talk and talk and talk and talk, and the sentence just goes on and on and on and on, and it just never ends. And then the interviewer can barely get another question in, and they never answer a question directly. It's just like typical politics 101, and they usually start by being lawyers. Ain't nothing wrong with having the gift of gab, and if you're going to be a lawyer with some balls. Where the new Johnny Cochran at? Where's him or her? Does that person exist? There's one politician who I do like. I like Nina Turner. I like her. I feel like she got some balls. She ain't afraid. And she's lived some life and has some experience and been through some things. And Nina Turner seems to know how the world of politics and really work. I think sometimes it ain't about whether you win or whether you lose. It's whether you get your message out there and get your ideas on the table. Like, for example, the reparations argument. It's on the table. But the politicians know that that's what black people want in exchange for our vote. They want open dialogue and discussions about how we're going to proceed with our reparations claim. That's what we want. We want a progressive black agenda. We want real police reform. That's what black people want. We want a progressive black agenda. We want real police reform. We want reparations for slavery and Jim Crow. Just like you did for everybody else. Just like you did for everyone else. And now you're trying to replace our demographic with immigrants, legal and illegal immigrants, but that's not going to work. That's not going to work. At least not this election cycle, it ain't going to work. And Donald Trump, if he don't go to jail, stands a good chance of getting back in the White House. And we, us strong black people, ain't really afraid of that. We've been through so much. I personally been through so much until having Donald Trump in the White House really don't scare me. It really don't. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I'd rather Donald Trump be in the White House and black people be awake, angry, aware, and active with Donald Trump in the White House than to have a Democrat like Joe Biden in the White House and white black people go to sleep and we just disappear into obscurity. I'd rather have a bunch of angry, awake, aware, active black people in the country than a bunch of sleep-ass, zombie-ass Negroes. So, If Donald Trump coming back, that's what you're going to get. The country itself, if Donald Trump come back, listen, the Republicans always leave a fucking mess when they leave office. It happened when George Bush left office. It happened when his daddy left office. It happened when Trump left office. These motherfuckers always tear shit up on their way out. Look at January 6th. That's what Trump left. Trump left for good economy, but then they tore the whole motherfucking Capitol building up on January 6th. Bush, we already know what George Bush crashed the whole fucking economy in 2008. The economy went bad when the first... I remember all of this. The Republicans, every time they leave office, they tear shit up on the way out. So look for something like that happening at the end of Trump's 4 years. But black people, we got to toughen up. And remember what I always said. No more soft targets. Because we got to get ready. Because we may have a Republican administration coming in. Might be Trump. Might be somebody else. But it's probably going to be a Republican fucking administration coming in. And we got to be ready for 4 years of that bullshit. But it'll make us tougher and stronger. And it'll separate the is from the is nots. You feel me? So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the show. That's what I'm looking forward to, because y'all already know how I feel. It's all a fucking show. Ain't nothing never really gonna change on a really large scale when it comes to the policy of the United States. But the show is fun to watch. All you could do as a people is look out for your own and make sure you survive while they run this game. You dig me? All right. So yeah, Jasmine Crockett and other politicians like her, young, they could change the dynamic and the paradigm if they would just change the way they think. But all they really thinking about is getting their little piece of the pie. You dig me? And trying to be, I don't know what they fucking want to wind up being, but they're not going to change anything either. Not the way they think now. Not the way they think now. So, there you go. Before I go, I got to say something about them two boys. I think they was from Tennessee. Both of them named Justin. Those two politicians that made all that noise last year or earlier in the year, a while back. Whatever happened to them two motherfuckers? Whatever happened to them two cats? Ain't heard shit from them. But one of them was a straight clown. The one that talked like, tried to talk like Martin Luther King. And the other one, the half Filipino one, I don't know, he might have been LGBTQIA, I don't know. But he was a fucking little weirdo too. But they'll be back. They'll be back. And they'll be talking like this woman here. And that's the future politics, black politics in this country. That's the future of black politics in this country. Ain't no firebrands. Ain't no dynamic motherfuckers like, Stokely Carmichael, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton. Ain't none of them coming up. Ain't none of them coming up. Don't nobody even talk like that. I mean, them brothers actually spoke like that. Hell, we can't even get a halfway decent DMX to come back, to come true. Yeah, man, we're defeated people for the most part. But it's always going to be a few like me who refuse to capitulate and assimilate. Yeah, I got to go to work. I got to do my job. I got to do that. I got to do that. But black is a state of mind. And if we want to survive in this world, we got to keep that in our head somewhere as black Americans. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Look forward to my next commentary. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.